Hello, Internet. Today I'm going to read you guys Chapter 9 of Granpa's Way by Atlanta-Decatur. Link to the story down in the description below. And before we get started with Chapter 9, I recently reached 100 subscribers on the channel. Thank you all very much. From this video forward, there will be questions. Last video's question was, what's your favorite color? This video's question will be, what is your favorite cartoon at this current moment? And so yeah, feel free to answer that in the comments below. And thank you all so much for listening. Now let's get on with Granpa's Way by Atlanta-Decatur, Chapter 9. Chapter 9, Without Answers for Myself, Still. Coughing. Ryoga looked at the almost finished dojo, a sense of pride creeping over him. It's marvelous, P-chan. Hey, they're teaching you big words already. Oh, so funny, Piggy. Ryoga smirked. It's getting late. Satsuma, Akane's gonna kill you if you miss dinner again, he said, picking up his tools from the floor. Oh, she knows I'm here. She's not jealous anymore. She knows Yu-chan's yours now, he mocked, causing Ryoga's face to blaze. It's not like that, you know it. Alright, chill, Ramu laughed, messing out with him as was always funny. But she's still your fiancé. You should get used to it. It's been, what, 3 months already? Yeah, and I'm still alive. Go figure. Ramu chuckled, shaking his head. You know it was worth it, P-chan. Stop complaining. Yeah, whatever. How are things over anyway? Well, I guess. Did she treat you better? River shrugged. At least we talk a bit more. Good. Yeah. Where were you yesterday, by the way? She wanted to go to some girly thing with Akane, but we couldn't find you at the dojo. Oh, we were running away from shampoo, the usual. Right, Ryoga nodded, shaking his head. That girl just won't give up, huh? Hardly. So I'm gonna run home, probably. The panda's stuffing his mouth already. See you tomorrow. He punched the other boy's shoulder and took off at high speed. Ron-chan left already. I thought he was having dinner with us, Yukio asked, stepping out of the house. Nah, he went home, Ryoga said as he walked towards his fiancée, taking her softened features barely touched by makeup. Why he keeps coming back is beyond me. You know how obsessed he is with martial arts? He wants to be a part of it, she shrugged, walking in beside him. He couldn't help but smell like sweet faint perfume, probably. Come on, let's go get dinner. She followed her silently, wondering if she was looking so good just for Ranma's sake. It startled him just how much that annoyed him. It was one of those moments in life, especially in the Nariman's lives, when you feel that something terrible is going to happen, or is something terribly annoying. Yuki was feeling the latter as she sat in the living room trying to finish that goddamn book. It was getting stronger as the minutes passed by, making her feel uneasy and annoying. What can possibly happen now? She asked the heavens. Well, the roof, actually, since she was inside the house. Regarding her question the second it left her mouth, it was almost like, what else can go wrong when you definitely know there's going to be something that goes horribly wrong and you want to kick your own behind for asking that stupid question? Ding dong. And there's my answer. She shook her head, obviously upset. Ni hao. She surely wasn't expecting to find her in the door, but life was always full of surprises, wasn't it? Shampoo, what are you doing here? Shampoo, come visit friend, huh? Yukio dear, who's at the door? Her mother-in-law asked sweetly as she approached them. It's, Shampoo. Are you going to invite your friend in? Aiko motioned for the girl to step into the house. Thank you, nice lady. I'll go make some tea. The Amazon bounced in, looking all around. So, Yuko cleared her throat, still bewildered. You said you're here because she motioned for the girl to finish off her sentence. Shampoo, come visit friend, and your friend is Spatula Girl, she sounded, giggling, thinking it was a game. Right, since when? What do you mean since when? You know obstacle anymore, so you friend now, Shampoo shook. Just like that. We've been hating each other since we met, and suddenly you want to be my friend because I'm not Rama's fiancé anymore? Yes, Shampoo nodded affirmatively, wondering why her new friend was making such a big deal of it. Did you ever think that maybe I don't want to be your friend? You've been a pain in the ass for almost 2 years. I can't just pretend everything's alright in the blink of an eye. Shampoo do, she said, emotionless. Yukio gaped at the Amazon as she stood near the couch, smiling big at her. Why? The purple-haired girl blushed then, looking down sheepishly. Shampoo always thinks a nice girl. Maybe pairing that in the middle, we'd be good friends, yes? Shampoo have lots of friends back in village, but Shampoo have no friends here. There's the moose, but not the same. Oh, Yukio stunned. She had never ever expected something like that coming from a girl. So what you're trying to say is that you actually want to leave the past behind and be friends. Just forget about all the fights and insults and be friends. Just like that, yes. Just like that, yes. Yukio pinched the bridge of her nose. Ever since that night at the fair, when Shampoo found out about her engagement, the Amazon girl had been trying to be friendly with her whenever they met, especially during lunchtime in school when she popped up to bring Ram's lunch. To say that this, of course, irritated both Akane and itself was an understatement. She hadn't mind not fighting with the girl anymore. But this was just too much. Look, Shampoo, I can't be friends with you after all we've been through. I'm amazed we're even talking calmly right now. Shampoo understand, looked down and sighed, walking dejectedly towards the door. Good, she said, and closed the door after the Amazon left. Sitting again in her favorite spot on the couch, she picked up the book and tried, before the key word here, to resume her reading. Ding dong. The pretty Okonomiyaki chef blinked a couple times before going to the door. Hello. Me Shampoo. Amazon from China. Shampoo 18 years old. Shampoo live with great-grandmother in Nickel Hunted. Shampoo cook too. Two delicious ramen. Nice to meet, Svechka. Spatula girl and Shampoo be friends now, yes? Awkward silence. What part of no didn't you understand? Was it the end? Shampoo not know what you mean. The lavender-haired girl shook her head. I told you we can't be friends after all we've been through. But Shampoo and Spatula girl just met. Shampoo meet nice lady at restaurant. She and your grandpa mother. She say you great chef, so Shampoo come to meet. The Amazon announced cheerily, clasping her hands in front of her chest. Yukio looked at the Chinese specimen in her front door, contemplating the chances of spatulating her into the stratosphere. She knew Shampoo's skull was almost as hard as her own fiance's, and that she wouldn't give up until she got what she wanted. Was Shampoo really offering friendship? Could she really forget all the fights, backstabbing, and sabotages of the last 2 years? Hell no. The tea is ready. Oh, darling, what are you doing outside again? Come in, let's have tea. Mrs. Hibiki hushed the Chinese girl into her home, missing the fearful look in her daughter-in-law shot her. Closing the door the second time, the pretty chef let out a long, heartfelt sigh. It's gonna be a long day. Finding his mother having tea in his living room with friends was something Ryoga hadn't been used to. Hell, he even hadn't been used to finding his mother in their living room, period. But since 3 months ago, that had become something normal. What was definitely not normal, and probably even unnatural, was finding his mother having tea in the living room with Yukio and Shampoo at the same time, and with no signs of property damage or high-pitched yelling to boot. He exclaimed intelligibly as he stood near the front door, his gaze fixed on the girls, who for some reason kept staring at each other. Well, Shampoo stared. Yukio glared. I get Yukio's glaring, but why is it Shampoo smiling at her? Oh, son, say hello to Shampoo. I believe she's your friend, too. What? We talked about her in the kitchen that day, too, remember? When we were talking about Yukio, I just realized it's the same girl. How come you've never invited her here before? His mother giggled. Uh-oh. The glare was suddenly directed at him. What did he do? So, Ryoga, what have you been saying about Shampoo? Hey, it's Ranma! Both girls looked at where Ryoga was pointing. I must not hear you, big, but he was gone. That jackass. What? Not lost voice say about Shampoo? The Amazon asked curious, earning a glare from her new friend, to her anyway. Oh, nothing really. If I remember correctly, he said that Yukio could reach your level at martial arts if she trained a little more. Aiko gestured vaguely, taking a sip of her tea. Shampoo thinks same. She smiled at Chef, who was planning on having pork for dinner, completely missing the compliment. Anyway, Shampoo, it was nice having you here. He stood up and grabbed her arm, but it's already getting late and I have to help Mom with dinner. The Amazon nodded her head in agreement. Shampoo have to help great-grandmother with restaurant too. Thank you for tea, Shampoo, come back soon. I'd rather you don't, the chef shouted, but The purple-haired girl had already disappeared for the rooftops. Yukio, dear, you seem not to like your friend's visits that much. Is there something wrong? She's not my friend, Mom. I don't know who put that stupid idea in her head. We've never gotten along, and we never will. Aw, just give her a chance. She seems nice enough. Yeah, seems. She shook her head and headed towards the kitchen, her mother-in-law smiling at her. It was later that night when they were already in bed getting ready to sleep. Well, she was. Her fiancé already snored peacefully. That she remembered what Aiko had said. Ryuga had been talking about shampoo and her with his mother before she moved in. What could he have possibly been talking about her? It wasn't like he knew her that well or anything. They were barely acquaintances before they got engaged. He probably told his mother how much he'd rather he'd marry shampoo than me. She thought, surprisingly bitter. And what were the possibilities that he actually picked her instead of the sexy, blindingly feminine Amazon? None. For some reason, this realization pained her alive. Another rejection, probably. Had he been so angry at the time about finding out that it was her, the one he was supposed to be engaged to? She knew she was outraged when she found out herself, so why would it be any different for him, after all? He was in love with Akane still, right? She stole a quick glance at his sleeping face. Was he still in love with Akane? It's been almost a year since she found out about P-chan, and she seemed to have forgiven him for the whole issue. Furthermore, she said they were friends again. Well, what were his feelings about it? She had asked him if he still felt that way once. He said yes, but that he loved his family more. And that's how they gotten into this mess. It had been over 3 months since that conversation. Could he be over Akane now? She considered waking him to ask him right away, and felt a little inexplicable urge to do so. She jumped a little at that. Why was it suddenly so important for her to know if he was over the other girl? She looked carefully at him, in case her little start woken him up. This caused another realization, followed up by another little jump. Why was she being able to look at him? Shouldn't there be a screen between them? Why wasn't it? She froze when the fact that she hadn't unfolded it registered in her mind. Ryuga had gotten to bed, and it was her who always put the barrier between them, and she hadn't done so again. Lately, more than one time she had woken up thankfully before him and found herself facing him closely, feeling his even breath on her face. Terrified, she got up quickly and unfolded the screen as she should have done the night before, so he wouldn't notice. But why again tonight hadn't she done it? Ryuga didn't seem to mind if the screen was there or not. After all, it had been her wine. So why indeed? Doing a little insight, she realized that the reasons were more disturbing than the question itself. She was getting used to his presence. She was getting used to him. Used to his peaceful face, used to the warmth of his body under the covers, used to his little fangs peeking out his slack mouth as he slept. She tucked the blanket up to her chest, a small lump forming inside. It grew bigger. As she comprehended that the fights involving trespassing the sides of the bed had always started because it had been her who'd been on his side, and never vice versa. But somehow she always found a way to make it look like it was his fault. But it was always hers. Maybe her mind had been too sleep-fogged to notice. Another horrifying question popped up in her mind. Why had she been on his side of the bed, sometimes even crawling under the screen? She searched the answer with her eyes traveling across him. She remembered finding a similar sight the first morning with him. It had memorized her how good-looking he seemed under the sunlight. Now he was resting on his back, his head tilted towards her, his soft light hair sprawled across the pillow, his blanket barely up his chest, his arms extended as if to reach her. There was her answer. How could she not reach for him when he was so openly inviting her, mutely asking her to join in his warmth, to rest her head on his shoulder and lose herself in his scent, making her skin almost ache because it yearned to attach itself to his perfect body. And yes, she admitted, blushing as her eyes traveled across him again, shamelessly. He had the perfect body of a martial artist. Green eyes, cute fangs and all, he was utterly attractive from head to toe, and had nothing to envy of Ranma. He was utterly attractive. I read the wrong line. Reading the same thing twice sucks. But of course, he was so shy and bashful that he probably had no idea of that. What was this irrational desire to join his side? Ryoga shifted, resting on his side. His hand slid slowly towards her pillow, almost reaching it. She felt the urge again, and jumped off the bed. Maybe sleeping on the couch would help her clear her thoughts. And that is the end of chapter 9. Tell me what you all think. I hope you all enjoyed it. And, yeah. And also, today's question is, what is your favorite cartoon? So, please answer that in the comments below. Thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.